Alan? Oh, my God, what's happened? Is it Emily?
It's not about Emily. There's been no further word on Lucky or Emily.
Well, then what is it? I mean, is it Lila, Edward?
No, my parents are fine. It's about one of my patients.
Well, Alan, I know how dedicated and involved you get with your patients. I have the same experience. But look, are you sure there isn't something about Emily that you're not telling me?
I wouldn't do that to you, Monica. It really is about one of my patients. I don't know if I can keep this inside me, even though I'd be violating patient confidentiality.
Well, I think you should tell me. I mean, look how it's affecting you. And it wouldn't be good for your patient either. You know I never, ever say anything.
We tested Robin again. She's HIV positive.
Oh, no. Oh, Alan. She's been looking after Stone all these months. She must be doubly terrified.
I'm sure she is. But at least she's well informed about the disease, and that's a plus.
She's just so young.
What? Has there been news about Emily?
No, nothing yet.
Well, at least it's not bad news. You guys will be worried for a minute. Look as gloomy as I feel.
Oh, well, I'm sorry to hear that. You should have taken the opportunity and gone to Philadelphia with Jason and Mary May's entourage.
Well, yeah, I was going to do that, and then at the last minute I figured, why sit around a dark, smoky club with a lot of people drinking and listening to the blues?
I certainly see that point.
I do, too. That's a smart move.
Dad.
Well, hi. There's someone
Hey.
who obviously isn't blue.
Me, I am great. AJ, you really should have come. Everybody missed you.
I'll bet.
Well, I did. And I could have used a little moral support meeting Keisha's mom for the first time. And meeting her dad again.
Uh-oh, sounds like her dad was the tough one.
Oh, Dad, you know it. He made some fairly barbed comments about the Charles Street Foundation.
Sorry about that.
That's no big deal. I handled him.
So, anyone want anything from the bar?
No, I'm fine,
cool.
thanks.
No, nothing for me. So how was the concert?
Mom, it was incredible. But what else is new? Actually, you know, I thought Grandfather would be here waxing ecstatic about it. He took an earlier flight.
No, he's not here yet. Listen, do you think we should get a hold of the Spencers?
Good idea.
Well, I left their hotel number upstairs.
See you guys.
See you later, Tom.
See you, sir.
Well, I gotta get back to class. I just dropped by to pick up a book.
Oh, hey, run, run, run. That's what you do when you've got a full life.
I'll see you later.
Yep.
Oh, 2 hours in the air on what should have been a 45-minute flight. Oh, you're here.
Wow, gee, Grandfather, try and hold down the enthusiasm. Besides, there's something important I want to talk over with you.
To make, and I want to see if there's any news about Emily.
Grandfather, didn't you hear what I'm saying? I've got something important to discuss with you.
I'm not hard of hearing, young man, but you see, importance is a relative term.
Oh, I see. So nothing I could possibly say these days could be conceived as important. Is that it?
Oh, for heaven's sake, don't go into a sulk. Now, say what you want to say, but if it's about needing money...
It's not about money, damn it. It's about my life. It's about needing to do something with it.
Well, how does that involve me?
You tell me.
Come again?
Grandfather, I want to discuss my future in the family operation. How I fit into the big picture here.
Oh, I see. Since you've clearly been doing some thinking about this during your spare time, which is all of it at the moment, you tell me, how do you see yourself fitting in, or even more to the point, why do you see yourself fitting in at all?
Because I have ability. Because I'm a member of this family. And because I do not intend on standing around watching my trust fund gain interest and blowing it on my stamp collection.
Well, I suppose that's laudable. But you put yourself in my shoes, for Pete's sake. Now, what would you do if you were faced right now in this situation with someone for whom you have a very special affection, but whose recent performance record has been lousy?
That is not a fair assessment.
Well, all right, I'll upgrade it to dubious performance record. But I think that's being generous. I tell you what you'd do with that person. You'd cut him off at the knees. Now, you just...
No! You are not going to do this to me this time. You are not going to make me jump through hoops. And I'm not going to stand here listening to some condescending lecture. Not this time, old man. I'm not going to stand here and defend my right to ask about my future. And I'm not going to be bullied. And furthermore, I am not going to take sole responsibility for all those problems down at the foundation. I work damn hard down there. And if you can't see that, then you go get your vision checked.
I agree. You've accomplished a good deal. You were moving ahead and making your mark, but then some way you let yourself be set up, and you nearly brought down the whole structure. Now, we had to get you out of there to safeguard the very thing that you yourself had built. I don't know why you did it.
I didn't do anything, Grandfather. You know that. Stuff happens.
Stuff happens to you, AJ. Now, I'm not going to gloss over it or indulge you.
And damn it, Grandfather, you know I was manipulated. Look, I took the fall for the foundation, but I'm not going to let you just ruin my future for me.
You were tricked into giving a grant to a brothel. Now, I heard all the arguments about Carla and her professional behavior and how persuasive she was, but the bottom line is you made the call. And you botched things up. And a Quartermain does not let himself get behind the eight ball.
Daddy's such bull. I've heard that line since I've been a kid. And you want to know something? The fact of the matter is that everyone here screws up all the time, including you. But for some reason, no one comes to AJ's defense when he's the one who does it.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
Oh, really? Really? What about Ned and bigamy? What about Dad and a little thing called manslaughter? God, you even brought out the troops for Reginald, for God's sake. What about yourself? What about that little error that you made 50 years ago that resulted in an entire family? By the way, did you say hi to your granddaughter this weekend?
But that's enough. That situation is none of your business.
Yeah, maybe not. But I am tired of being considered the family goof-op. And if you won't help me, then to hell with you!
I will not be addressed in that manner.
Will you stop it? Don't you realize it's this kind of behavior that drove Emily out of the house? Just try and practice a little bit of self-control.
You tell your son to practice a little apology.
Don't even say anything.
I'm not going to tell you anything. As a matter of fact, I'm quite willing to listen. You see, I've been on the receiving end of that enough times to know that it's at least 60% his fault.
Try 90.
I have to go to the hospital. Why don't you give me a lift and we can talk about it, okay?
Yeah, all right.
I'll tell your mother we're leaving.
Hello? What? What? No, it's not possible. Well, where's AJ? All right, I'll be right there. There's been an accident. Alan's an emergency, and AJ has been arrested for drunk driving.
Oh.